Picture it. The frogs are croaking, the crickets are chirping, and the summer sun is just about to set in the Mercer Bayou, or what the locals call Boggy Creek. Ain't nothing biting tonight anyway. About time I get to packing up. You say aloud to no one in particular. Except there is someone. They're crouched down by the brush within a rock's throwing distance from you. And they are big. And they are covered in hair. You stand up slowly, craning your neck to get a better look, and see this something, washing their colossally large feet in the swamp's murky waters. Is that... It couldn't be. That legend isn't real, right? But that's when it looks at you. And that's when you, my friend, decide to run, leaving your tackle box and fishing pole behind. Because nope, not today, not ever, no thank you. As far back as 1834, many folks reported seeing a wild man skulking around the swamps of Fouke, Arkansas. But it wasn't until the beast came knocking on, or should I say knocking down or through, something like that, the Ford's family door, that this cryptid gained real notoriety. May 1st, 1971. Bobby and Elizabeth Ford claimed to have been terrorized by a tall, hairy, nearly 300-pound absolute unit. The creature we now refer to as the Fouke Monster, the Boggy Creek Monster, and also the Beast of Boggy Creek. It all started earlier in the evening when Elizabeth claims that the beast burst one giant hand through her screen window. Rude. Terrified and feeling utterly helpless, I can't imagine, Elizabeth thought that she was a goner. Luckily, her husband and his brother were just then returning home from a hunting trip. And since they were already in full macho mode, they shot at the creature and chased it back into the swamp. Go on now, get! They weren't sure if they had injured it, but they were confident that it would not be coming back. But guess what? They were wrong. Just after midnight, Bobby and the creature had another run-in. This time, the beast was pissed, and it slammed Bobby to the ground like friggin' Mick Foley. But yet again, the beast got away unscathed. Poor Bobby, though. He was a little worse for wear. He was taken to a hospital in Texarkana and treated for large gashes on his back and a bit of shock on account of being body slammed by a swamp ape. No traces of blood were found at the home, but bizarre, behemoth three-toed footprints were spotted all around the property, prompting many locals to become full-on believers from that point on of the Fouke Monster tale. There have been 4 movies about the Fouke Monster, but most notably there is the cult classic film from 1973 titled The Legend of Boggy Creek. I have not seen it. I want to, but I haven't. So just full disclosure there. But people that have seen it love it because it's just, it's a B movie, it's fun. The movie is based on Bobby and Elizabeth's encounter with the monster. It was a huge hit, like surprisingly huge, and brought in a ton of revenue for the area, solidifying it as a cryptid destination for decades. Good for them. Genuinely, I mean that. Small towns deserve all the economic boost that they can get in this capitalist hellscape. But I do think that nearly every sighting since the release of the film is shrouded in a bit of skepticism for me because money. I mean, come on. There's also a lot of folks that just say, it's a bear. And honestly, maybe I'll get some flack for this, but I do think a whole hell of a lot of Bigfoot adjacent sightings are just straight up bears. Seeing a bear in the wild can be very jarring. In fact, I saw a baby black bear in a field near my house last year. Blew my mind. Then I told my father-in-law about it, and he kept insisting that I saw a Bigfoot. He wasn't even there. I mean, what are you talking about, dude? Cognitive bias is a hell of a drug, y'all. For more information about the Fouke Monster, you can check out my sources and references linked in the caption below. You can also follow my newsletter on Substack, Critters and Cryptids. It's nataliekovac.substack.com. And I release a new cryptid deep dive once a month and other fun little cartoons and comics every Friday. Thanks for watching, guys.